Hello. In this video, we're going to talk about creating a block rule for cloud storage, such as Microsoft's OneDrive. In DLP, we have the ability to block files that match certain criteria from being uploaded. These criteria are fully customizable and can be anything from a single word to an advanced pattern, and there are many built-in criteria such as social security numbers or credit card numbers. We're going to create a policy to block social security numbers from being copied to OneDrive. It'll pop up a message and report that to EPO so that we can see that it was blocked. Our first step is to create a criteria that will identify social security numbers and prevent those from being accessed. Select Menu, Data Protection, Classification. Here, we'll want to create a new classification by clicking on the New Classification button in the bottom left. Let's name this classification Contains Social Security Numbers Classification and click OK. Now let's select Action, New Classification Criteria. We'll name this classification criteria Social Security Numbers Criteria. Since we're adding a criteria for Social Security numbers, we'll want to click on the arrow next to Advanced Pattern. Then, we'll click on the three dots next to the field, and in the pop-up menu, we'll type in Social Security in the filter box and hit Go. Put a check next to the Social Security number and then click OK at the bottom. Now that that's assigned, you can click Save to save your criteria. Lastly, you'll have to save this classification by clicking on Actions, Save Classification. Now that we have our classification created, we can go to our DLP Policy Manager to assign this classification. Go to Menu, Data Protection, DLP Policy Manager. First, we'll want to create a new rule set. Click on Actions, New Rule Set, and let's name this rule set Prevent SSN from being sent to OneDrive Rule Set. Now, click on your new rule set. Then, click on Actions, New Rule, Cloud Protection. Let's name this rule Prevent SSN from being sent to OneDrive Rule. We'll also need to change the state from Disabled to Enabled, and let's change the severity from Warning to Major. In the bottom section, we'll want to use our newly created classification. In the Classification section, click on the three dots on the right-hand side. Select the Contain Social Security Numbers classification, and then click OK. Next, put a check next to OneDrive. Now, let's move to the Reaction tab by clicking on Reaction. Here, let's have the Prevent Action be to block. In the User Notification section, click on the three dots to open the User Notification dialog box. Check the Default Cloud Protection User Notification user message and click OK. Lastly, let's check the Report Incident box and then check Save at the bottom right. We can now close the DLP rule set. Next, we'll want to assign this policy by clicking on the Policy Assignment tab. Click Actions, Assign a Rule Set to Policies, select your Prevent Social Security Numbers from being sent to OneDrive rule set, and assign it to the My Default DLP policy. Then click OK. After you've assigned the policy, you'll need to apply the selected policy by clicking on Actions, Apply Selected Policies, and then make sure that the My Default DLP policy is checked and click OK. Let's go ahead and wake up the agent again so that the policies are sent down to the client system. I'm going to perform a collect and send props from the client. Now that the DLP policy has been sent to the client system, let's test it out. On the client system, I'm going to copy a file to the OneDrive location and perform a sync. As you can see, it'll block it, and on the bottom right, a notification will appear and let you know that the file is blocked due to sensitive content. Success! When I take a look at the file that used to have the social security numbers in it, I can see that the sensitive data is no longer there. Even though McAfee DLP has blocked these attempts to copy, as an administrator, you'll want to see these blocked incidents. You can also configure the policy not to block and only report when a copy attempt is made. To review the incident, go to Menu, Data Protection, DLP Incident Manager. With the Incident Manager, you can see an overview of the incidents and you can click on an incident ID to see the details of the incident.